Hello world, I'm Amimo from Myanmar, and I'd like to share my CS50 final project called Budgetary. So Budgetary is a web application which helps users manage their personal finances across multiple currencies. And I built this web application using the Flask Framework. So let's get started. So for this demonstration, I will register a new account. First thing first, new users will be asked to select their preferred currencies, which will be used in this web application. Then if you go to the home page, we can see that our total net worth is 0 because we haven't inputted any data yet. So we'll go to the daily budgetary page to input some dummy data. So we will input a salary of 3000 SGD for income, and then we will also input a rental fee of 700 SGD for expense. So going to the home page, we can see our total net worth in USD, but we can easily convert it to our preferred currencies that we have already selected. So this data conversion is done using the foreign exchange rate provided by the Frankfurter API. Then we will input some investment here. So we will buy an Apple stock for 300 USD. Then we'll also buy, let's say we bought a Bitcoin for 100 USD in 2012. And then for debt and receivables category, we will borrow from Anthony with the 2% monthly interest rate for 700 USD in July. And then we will lend to Kim with the monthly interest rate of 1% for 500 single dollars also in July. Then we'll go to the home page, and our total net worth has gone up because of our Bitcoin investment in 2012. And then we can see that there are two new tables here, one for investment display and one for the other for displaying the debts and receivables. So for investment table, we can see that the total profit loss has been automatically calculated based on the market value, and this market value is provided by the Binance API for cryptocurrencies and Yahoo Finance API for stocks. And then for debts and receivables table, we can also see that the interest rate has been automatically calculated, and it's being calculated based on the user's input of monthly interest rate and the transaction date. So we will go back to the daily budgetary page, and let's say Kim repay to us for his debt of 500 single dollars, but with the interest rate it's become 505.17. So we can see that for the fully repaid debts and receivables, the row was stricken out and a delete button appears at the end of the row. So the user can just click the delete button if they want to delete this fully repaid debts and receivables. And then for the analysis, I will switch to my other account, which has a lot of dummy data. So in the analysis page, we can see that The first chart shows the total network breakdown in three categories that we previously saw in our homepage. And I created this chart using the Chart.js library. And then the second chart shows the financial inflows versus outflows analysis. And we have a filter here which users can use to enter their preferred time frame and then also their preferred currencies for this filter. And then I will choose the month of June for data selection and a currency of SGD. So for the month of June, we can see that there is a positive net balance of 480 SGD. And then the next chart shows the inflows breakdown, and for the inflows, 100% is comes from the salary. And then for the outflows breakdown, a third of expenses came from food, a third came from rent, and the final one that came from other expenses. So let's say we want to know what are the other expenses. So to know that, we can just go to the history page and we will filter for the month of June. But there are still a lot of data here, so we can filter by keyword for other expense. So here we can get the exact data that we want using these two filters. So these are the functions of my web application, and there are some other additional options like changing password and then logging out of the application. So this brings me to the end of my presentation. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching.